Sri Satchidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sai Satcharitra An Insight-Episode-41. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our Sadguru Sai. By the divine grace of Sai, an attempt has been made to translate the gist of the divine discourse of Sri Ramanathan brother telecasted in Sai TV. This is purely done to share the glory of Sai and his divine teachings with more insight to the aspirants. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnuhu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Baba has exhibited to his devotees the greatest philosophy that he pervades in all living creatures. Now, in continuation with this thread, let us heed to few amazing experiences of some devotees. The foremost among them is about Hansraj Vani. He was a well-to-do person and was suffering from tuberculosis. It was very severe and tormented him day and night. He was told that Sai Baba would relieve him from this ailment. So he came to Shiradi along with his wife, rented a house and stayed there. Every morning he would come to Dwarakamai for Baba's darshan, stay there for a while, then by noon will get back to his home, eat lunch, rest a while and return for evening darshan. This was his routine. Hansraj loved curds more than his life. Irrespective of the dishes served for meal, he would prefer to eat yogurt. But on his first visit, Baba cautioned him to not eat yogurt, whereas that was Hansraj's most favorite one. So he felt upset at this verdict of Baba. Anyway, he would not quit eating curd and so continued to eat and advised his wife to prepare it every day. First day, when he returned from Dwarakamai at noon for lunch, he found the yogurt in the pot was all emptied as it was eaten by a cat. Hansraj was very upset as he could not consume curd and this continued for few days. So he instructed his wife to keep the mud pot containing curd in a sling and hang it from the rafter. Nonetheless, the cat managed to eat it. Now his disappointment turned to a rage, so he devised a plan. Every day they return for lunch after the Madhyana Arati and the cat eats the curd during that time. So he decided to catch the cat while it is in action and give it a good thrashing. He was ready with a cane behind the door waiting for the cat. As expected, the cat came into the house. Though the curd pot was hanging to the rafters, Hansraj was surprised to see how the cat managed to climb up to reach the pot. But that was not a challenge for the cat. It leaped swiftly and settled down on the sling to eat the yogurt. Now Hansraj gathered all his fury, and as soon as the cat finished the yogurt and descended, he gave a good thrashing on its back. It was unbearable for the poor cat. It jumped out of the spot and ran away. Hansraj felt relieved as the cat will not trouble him in the future and now proceeded with his wife to Dwarakamai for Baba's darshan. They witnessed the arati and all the devotees were departing to their houses after receiving the sacred ashes and blessings from Baba. Just then, Baba pronounced thus, "There is an upatya here." It means a person who doesn't do the work as dictated to him, but always does the opposite of it. Saying so, Baba lifted his kafni and showed his back to everyone and said, "Look how he thrashed me on my back," and his back had red welts from beating. Here Baba was exhibiting on his back the thrashes that were given to the cat. Hansraj Vani realized that it was Baba who came in the form of a cat for the sake of preventing him from eating yogurt. He understood that this cap Upatya suited him well, as he failed to follow the advice given by Baba, and whereas Baba took so much pain for his sake, he could comprehend the reality that Baba lives in all creatures, just as in this cat also. Hansraj also repented for his mistake and felt abashed for his behavior. Baba spoke to the devotees thus, "Look, to prevent my devotee from eating yogurt, I need to get thrashing and endure for his sake." Listening to this statement of Baba, Hansraj Vani choked with emotions and tears flowed like streams. He took a vow that he would never eat yogurt. So, what was Baba's purpose in exhibiting this Leela? Baba wanted us to give up the sense of duality and see God in all creatures. He has proved that he was in that cat, pig, dog, or any creature that lives on the universe. As discussed earlier, every religion has two perspectives. One is ritual and the other one is spiritual. Rituals might contradict or corroborate between religions, but the basic spiritual philosophies of the religions will not vary. For instance, all the religions will insist its followers to be kind to all living creatures. Hence, seeing God in every creature is a spiritual truth. Therefore, Baba gave due importance to this philosophy. One of the significant aspects of the Vedic and devotional scriptures is to emphasize on spiritual truths. Let us now listen to an interesting Leela about the four siblings. They were the young sannyasis Jnaneshwar, Muktabai, Namdev, Nivruti, and Sopan. The Maharashtrians believe that the four Vedas incarnated in the form of these four children. All of them were such intelligent, pious, and great saints. Muktabai is the youngest of all. Once, she, along with her brothers, went to Pandharpur to worship Lord Vithoba. Saint Namdev also stayed there. He thought he was dearer to the Lord than others. Namdev was famous for the performance of kirtans in which he would sing Marathi abhangas praising the divine. Almost 2000 Marathi abhangas were attributed by Namdev. Muktabai saluted the Lord but not Namdev, stating that mere staying in the company of God did not make one worthy of salute, and Namdev did not deserve any salute, as he had not spiritual guide yet. Namdev was not happy at this declaration of Muktabai. Many saints were present there, and her brother Jnaneshwar Maharaj instructed Muktabai to test the spiritual ripeness of all the saints. After discussion, Muktabai knocked the head of every saint with her knuckles and declared if they were kacha or pakka. Kacha means raw and pakka means ripe. Muktabai kept announcing, "Yes, this is ripe, this is ripe." And Namdev was also seated there. Muktabai knocked at the head of Namdev, and to subdue the ego of Namdev, he was declared kacha, that is raw, which means he needed a guru to guide. Namdev felt humiliated and got angry. Thereby, his ego confirmed to the other saints that he was unripe. In fact, Namdev was an elderly and experienced person, was a renowned saint, whereas Muktabai, though a great saint, was a very young girl. But Muktabai made this declaration to mold Namdev to realize that there was not a place or being devoid of God's presence in the world, and that is, it was foolish to consider oneself superior to other saints. Namdev accepted Muktabai as his guru, though she was much younger to him. This is the most incredible trait of Hindu religion. Even though Muktabai was a small girl, age was never a barrier for Namdev to accept her as his guru, and he became her disciple. I would like to quote an instance that occurred in the later years of Namdev's life that spoke volumes of his spiritual maturity. In Pandharpur, everything and everyone is addressed by the term Vittal, Vittala, or Hey Vittala. This is an expression of devotion by the Pandharpur residents to their Lord. One day, Namdev sat down to eat his food. Rotis were served on his leaf, and a small cup of ghee was placed next to the leaf to dip. Just then, a puny dog came running to his leaf and fetched the piece of roti and ran away. Immediately, Namdev picked up the cup of ghee and called out, Vittala, Vittala, it is not good to eat plain rotis. Listen, Vittala, your tummy will get upset. Dip in the ghee and eat the rotis. Saying so, he ran looking for the dog. So Namdev could perceive Lord in the dog. This spiritual maturity was granted to him by the young saint Muktabai. The real essence of spirituality lies in understanding the truth that God pervades in everything. Hence, due importance is given to this chapter in SRI Sai Satcharitra to emphasize on this spiritual truth. Now, let us heed to another Leela. This is about the horse Shamkarna that was getting trained by a special trainer. This training was to make the horse lift its forearms, join them, and pray Baba during Arati and prior to Chavadi procession. Devotees might wonder, did Baba really care for all this? No. Baba never wanted all these, but the ardent devotees of Baba, such as Radha Krishna Mai and few others, felt happy and satisfied by expressing their love for Baba in arranging for these paraphernalia. They wanted to provide all the royal treatments to their god Sai Baba and wished to transform Shirdi into a samsthan. Hence, she engaged her heart and soul in making these arrangements for her beloved god Sai Baba. One such arrangement was to train this horse. So, the horse trainer had come from Goa to train Shamkarna. Usually, the animal trainers would whip the animals while teaching them to perform certain pursuits that they expect. Once, while training, he lashed Shamkarna harshly, and at the same time, Baba, who was seated in Dwarakamai with his devotees, became restless and complained of pain on his body. Baba instructed the devotees to bring the horse trainer quickly. As soon as he came, Baba lifted his kafni and showed to everyone his back that had red stripes from hitting and asked the trainer, "Is this how you train the horse?" Through this Leela, Baba again highlighted the truth that See me in all living beings. Baba has imparted many such spiritual lessons to Nana Sahib Chandorkar. Once, very fondly, Baba spoke thus: Nana, I am craving for Puran Poli. Nana was a deputy collector and an ardent devotee of Baba. So Baba took liberty in fulfilling his desires through Nana Sahib Chandorkar. Nana is not a resident of Shiradi. He has come for Baba's darshan from a different town. Hence, he was dependent on the residents of Shiradi for his own food. So, he told Baba that he will arrange to prepare the dish. Somehow, Nana managed to request a person to prepare the Puran Polis and bring it to Dwarakamai to offer it to Baba. And meantime, he was massaging the holy feet of Baba in Dwarakamai. The person brought the Puran Polis. Nana felt so happy and placed it in front of Baba and requested thus: Baba, please eat them. Baba was craving for it and demanded the dish to be cooked. Now, instead of eating, just glanced at it and said, now take it away. I ate them. Nana immediately asked Baba, What is this, Baba? I am seated right in front of you and watching you. The polis are just now offered to you. I didn't see you eating even a grain of it, and you are saying you already ate it? Immediately, Baba pointed to a housefly that was sitting on the Puran Polis and said, Look there, the fly has already eaten the food, and I am that fly. Nana is well educated. At times, learned persons will be more inquisitive and suspicious. It is not easy for them to develop steadfast faith. So, he casually asked Baba, Baba, please don't trick me. How can the fly sitting on the food will be the same as you eating it? Immediately Baba said, Nana, I ate the Puran Polis. Believe me. Whereas Nana was not convinced, he again requested Baba, Baba, please eat small piece. Please take at least one piece and eat. Why are you not eating them? Even if you taste it, I will be happy and distribute the remaining as your prasadam to all the devotees. Nana was closely associated with Baba. Hence, he took more authority and asked Baba thus, Baba, while I am seated here as a witness, how can you say that you ate it without even touching it? Baba responded thus, Nana, trust me, I was in that fly that ate the Puran Poli. Still you don't believe me? Nana was not ready to quit the subject. He asked, Baba, please show me some evidence so that I can accept that you ate it. Now, Baba proved it to Nana by sharing a secret related to this miracle which was only known to Nana. This Leela has been verified, but we are not aware of the secret that was revealed by Baba, which instantaneously convinced Nana completely. It seems the secret was exhibited in sign language by Baba, that is, signaled by Baba to Nana. The moment Baba revealed the message, Nana realized that Baba is omnipresent and immediately prostrated at the lotus feet of Baba. Baba constantly insisted that he moves in various forms in this universe. This is the lifeblood and spiritual truth imparted through this chapter. In this connection, I would like to quote about a king by named Chariman Perumal. Chariman Perumal was a great friend of Sundaramurti Nayanar. They both were ardent devotees of Lord Shiva and were spiritually evolved to the extent that they could directly communicate with the Lord. Sundaramurti Nayanar had gone weary of worldly life and wanted to merge in the effulgence of Lord Shiva. He prayed to the Lord, and Shiva instructed Indra to send his elephant to bring Sundaramurti Nayanar. He mounted on the elephant and wished to pay his last visit to his trusted friend Cheriman. On hearing Sundaramurti's pursuit, Chariman Perumal also joined him by mounting on a horse. He chanted the Panchakshara into the ears of the horse as he believed that was more potent than the Lord himself. The horse swiftly rose up and galloped towards Mount Kailash along with the elephant of Sundarar. When this procession was passing through, an old poetess, Avvayar, was offering her prayers to Lord Ganesha. So they invited her to join them. But she told them to go ahead and said she would come after the puja. After the prayer, Avvayar sang Vinayagar Agaval, a devotional poetic hymn on Lord Ganesha. சீதக்களப்பச் செந்தாமரை பூம் பாதச்சிலம்பும் பல இசை பாட. Ganesha was so pleased with her that he lifted her by his trunk and placed her in front of Lord Shiva and Parvati in Kailash. After some time, Sundara reached and he could enter Kailash. But the gates were closed for Cheriman Perumal and it opened when he sang Tirukailaya Jnana Ula, which describes Shiva's abode in the finest detail. They both were surprised to see Avvayar there and wondered how she reached before them. I would like to quote few verses from Tirukailaya Jnana Ula sung by Cheriman after reaching Kailash. எவ்வுருவில் யாரொருவர் உள்குவார் உள்ளத்துள் அவ்வுருவாய் தோன்றி அருள் கொடுப்பான் எவ்வுருவும் தானேயாய் நின்றளிப்பான் தண்ணீர் பிரிதுருவம் ஏனோர்க்கு காண்பரிய எம்பெருமான் ஆனாத. Cheriman Perumal's verses are an outpour of the divine experiences that he was conferred by the grace of the Lord. It means, in whichever form one earns to see the Lord would manifest in that form and bless the seeker. The Lord, who pervades in every being in this universe, is now seated here, and I am witnessing that great Lord now. These verses can be treated as an endorsement of the sight Cheriman Perumal was bestowed with. This spiritual truth was highlighted by Hemat Panji in SRI SAI Satcharitra chapter 9 by quoting various miracles experienced by Baba's devotees, and that has become the commentary of the two slokas from Bhagavad Gita pronounced by the Supreme God, Lord Krishna. The primary one being, if one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, little water, I will accept it with same love and devotion. Similarly, Baba accepted the loving offerings sent by Mrs. Tarkad, such as Peda, the brinjal dishes Kacharya and Barit, and gulped them as a recognition of her love towards him. So, these leelas are self-evidences for the first sloka. Correspondingly, Lord Krishna pronounces, "Everything emanates from me. There is no being moving or unmoving that can exist without me." The essence of this sloka was also depicted by Sadguru Sai to Mrs. Tarkad in the above experiences by taking the form of a dog, a pig, and relished the food offered by her. Baba spoke to Mrs. Tarkad thus, "Know that I like only him who sees me in all living beings. So, give up this sense of differentiation. This is the way to worship me. To that person, I shower all my blessings. Devotees, there is no end to this nectar. Hemat Panji is continuing to narrate many divine occurrences that were transpired by Baba to his devotees, which stresses on the subject: love all creatures as God lives in all of them. That's why when the devotee Balaram Mankar had a perception that Baba lives only in Shiradi and is restricted only to that form, immediately Baba told him to go to Machindragarh, instructing him to stay in isolation and meditate. While Mankar was meditating, Baba appeared in front of him and spoke thus: Balaram, watch me carefully. Do you still think that I am only in the form that you saw me in Shiradi? Observe me thoroughly. So, many a time, Baba appeared before his devotees to assure and satisfy them. But he did so in unique and different forms. Hence, we can conclude that this chapter is very significant as it is an exposition of the two Bhagavad Gita slokas and highlights the loving devotion of the devotees to their Guru Sai Baba. I humbly request all the listeners to read this chapter with love and devotion to enjoy the grace of Sai Baba. Bow to Sri Sai. Peace be to all. Om Sai Ram.